you're reading online at school, and your teacher says, get online, and you're like, let me run around here and do whatever I want.
That's me.
That's the, yeah, I know. That's being a handful. So Betty Buddy was a handful. She doesn't listen. She doesn't follow the rules. She knew this because her mother always said, Betty Bunny, you are a handful. And her father always said, your mother's sure right about that. Betty Bunny knew that her mother and father loved her, and so being a handful must be very, very good. Is it a good thing to be a handful?
No.
Yes. No. One day after a healthy dinner of carrots, potatoes, and peas, Mother said, who wants dessert? I have chocolate cake. Betty Bunny, who was not very good at trying new things, announced, I hate chocolate cake. Chocolate cake is yucky. That's chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake?
She's never had chocolate cake before. She's never had chocolate cake before. That's why she's like, what's chocolate cake? So her mother gave her a piece. And Betty Bunny tried it. It was the yummiest thing she had ever put in her mouth. When I grow up, I'm going to marry chocolate cake, said Betty Bunny. She's going to marry chocolate cake because she loves it so much. You can't marry a dessert, said her brother Henry. You can marry a baker who makes chocolate cake, added her sister Kate. Or you could just buy your cake at the store, and then you don't have to marry anyone, said their older brother Bill. Betty Bunny thought about it for a while. No, she finally said, I'm going to marry chocolate cake. Whatever, said Bill, but you're going to have some really weird-looking kids. That night, Betty Bunny's mother kissed her and tucked her in. Good night, Betty Bunny. I love you, she said. Betty Bunny looked up into her mother's eyes and said, good night, Mommy. I love chocolate cake. Is that what you say? Mommy says, I love you. You say, oh, forget about you, Mom. I love chocolate cake. The next day at school, Betty Bunny's teacher said, good morning, Betty Bunny. How are you? Betty Bunny said, I'm a handful, and I love chocolate cake. Her teacher said, A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for cat. Betty Bunny said, A is for chocolate cake, B is for chocolate cake, C is for chocolate cake.
That's not even right.
At least she got the last one right.
Yeah. So that's a 2-1.
During playground time,